Hello my Wolfpack and welcome back to another episode of our Pokemon Competitive Guide video. So today we're covering Regigigas. I really like Regigigas. It's really unfortunate it has the slow start ability, making it less useful unless you have 5 turns to spare, and honestly 5 turns can be quite difficult to stall out. But it has got some really nice niche capabilities as well. It has base 110 in its HP and defense and special defense, meaning that it is bulky and can live plenty of hits. It's got base 100 speed, so it is pretty fast when the slow start has finished, because slow start means that the first 5 turns that you are in, your speed and your attack are halved, which obviously is not ideal. And then you've got base 160 in your attack, which is absolutely gigantic, but again, halved until you've been in for 5 turns. And then base 80 in special attack, you're not really going to be using because it's a bit lackluster for the Regigigas. You'd obviously always want to go for a physical attack. Now, today I've got 4 sets, but before we get started, if you scroll down, click the like button, and also subscribe if you haven't done so already. Now, first set I've got is a power-up punch set, and I think the power-up punch is a transfer-only move, so you would have to transfer it from a previous generation with already knowing power-up punch. I think that's generation 6 TM, potentially, so this is going to be exclusively a transfer-only set, but the rest of the sets can be varied to make sure that they're able to be used in generation 8 if you need the Battle Ready symbol. So Power Up Punch will increase your attack by 1 stage each time you use it. Obviously your leftovers allowing you to heal yourself up a little bit each turn, and if you can last for 5 turns, you're obviously then going to have a huge attack stat, even if it's like, if you've got like +2 for example, which could be really helpful. You've got Knockoff, which is a good dark type attack. It gets rid of items on the opposing Pokemon, which can just be really good in general, really helpful, and just hits quite hard, obviously, if you've got that slow start off. And then you've got Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is just a variety move. Just hits a lot of different Pokemon for some damage. You could potentially go for like Drain Punch, Darkest Lariat. Could even go like Facade. I know we haven't got access to Return anymore, which is kind of frustrating, but that's definitely a possibility to use. You've got Iron Head, Ice Punch, lots and lots of different moves that Regigigas can use and can take advantage of with just having that coverage. And then the final move I'd go for is Thunder Wave. Thunder Wave allows you to paralyze the opposing Pokemon, halving their speed, meaning that your half speed is not as much of a concern, and also has a chance to fully paralyze them. And if they fully paralyze, you're not taking damage that turn, which means that you've got an extra free turn for your slow start to run out, essentially. So it can work really nicely in combination there. Eevee's gone for max HP, max attack with an adamant nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. So this thing, if you can get the slow start gone, it can hit incredibly hard. Obviously, with doubles, you can use things like Gastro Acid to stop the slow start, to suppress the slow start ability, and that would allow for it to be able to work much better straight off. But the idea here is to try and set yourself up a little bit. Thunder Wave to potentially stall out a couple of turns. Obviously, it's not going to necessarily happen. And then you've got the coverage moves to hit some different Pokemon for some good damage. Now, moving on to the second set. Again, I've gone for Knockoff on here. Knockoff is just a really good support move. It just can really help a lot of different Pokemon because it gets rid of their item. And obviously, Pokemon are very scary with their items. Now, again, Knockoff is a transfer-only move, so you could replace this with something like Iron Head to give you a bit more coverage on there, but that's definitely something that you could decide to go for. And this one is more designed on just hitting in general. So Knockoff is a possibility, but you could go for any other strong attacking move that it goes for, even like Facade in case it gets burned. You've got Thunder Wave again. I think Thunder Wave is a really nice staple to have on Regigigas, again, because of the lowering the speed and the opportunity to get an extra free turn for the slow start. Earthquake, powerful ground type attack, hits a lot of different Pokemon, hits things like rock types, hits things like steel types for super effective damage, fire types as well. And then I've gone for Fire Punch just to hit a little bit more on some different Pokemon there as well, which obviously, you know, bug types, grass types, steel types, all hit by that. So fire type is a really good coverage move to have in general. Again, I've gone for Leftovers to heal yourself up because I think just getting that healing up every turn could definitely be somewhat helpful for you. EVs, max HP, max attack, adamant nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs and special defense. If you're planning on getting the slow start sorted, you could potentially go for like max attack, max speed on this, with possibly even a jolly nature, so more speed, less special attack, and that could allow you to potentially naturally outspeed a couple of Pokemon because of just having the max speed investment. And then if you're after the slow start, you will outspeed the majority of Pokemon. Now, there are a lot of Pokemon that are above base 100, but most Pokemon are below base 100. Moving on to the third set. Now, this set is designed again to try and get the slow start gone. You can put Thunder Wave on this set as a coverage, or not a coverage move, as a I've previously described. So you can use Thunder Wave and Protect on your set to allow you to potentially get as many turns of that slow start stalled out as possible. But on here I've put Protect. Protect, obviously you can use every other turn, and that would allow for you to stall out the slow start very, very quickly, essentially. So Protect on turn 1, then probably go for Drain Punch or Earthquake on turn 2, or even Thunder Punch. Then turn 3, go for Protect again. Turn 4, go for Drain Punch and heal what damage you took on the second turn. And then your next turn, your 5th turn, you go for Protect, and then your slow start is over. So your Protect can work really nicely for Regigigas in order to get that slow start done with. And again, I put leftovers on here because you can heal up those turns that you use Protect on turns that you will have taken damage. Now, obviously, if they're predicting you to run Protect, they might run specific different type of attacks, or if it's a Dynamax Pokemon, obviously you're going to take damage, but this is kind of the best set that I could think of for getting over that slow start. So Protect, Drain Punch allows you to heal yourself up and is a good fighting type attack. Earthquake, good coverage, hits really hard, and then Thunder Punch, again, it's just a variety move, hits things like flying type Pokemon. Could go for Ice Punch if you wanted to, if you want for the coverage on like Dragon types as well. But it's entirely up to you what you decide to go for as that last coverage move, because as I said, Regigigas gets a lot of different coverage moves, which allows for it to hit a lot of different Pokemon. EVs on this one, there are 2 ways of running it. You can run it as max HP, max attack with an adamant nature, so more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. Or you could run it as max attack, max speed, probably again with that jolly nature, so more speed, less attack, and that would allow you to outspeed as many Pokemon as possible after you've got your slow start. So this is what I would say is probably potentially the best set to have for Regigigas if I was to choose one of them, just because that Protect for 3 of the turns can be really helpful. Now, you could always try and go for a double Protect, but personally I wouldn't try it. I would try and go for like Drain Punch just to get some health back on that turn. And finally, we have got a Dynamax set. I've gone for a Choice Band here to allow you to get basically a 1.5 times in your attack stat, which obviously would be really cool anyways. And when you're Dynamax, your Choice Band is not activated, so you can choose whatever move you want, but you don't get that boost. Now, when Dynamax, your Drain Punch can turn to Max Knuckle, increasing up your attack stat by 1 stage. Your Earthquake turns to Max Quake, increasing up your special defense by 1 stage. Iron Head as Max Steel Spike to increase up your defense by 1, and then Body Slam, which can use as Max Strike to decrease the speed on the opposing Pokemon. Now, unfortunately, Regigigas doesn't have a way of increasing up its speed here, so you could potentially put a Choice Scarf on here, which has the same impact as the Choice Band when your Dynamax is not activated. But Body Slam is obviously that strong stab, normal type attack anyways, so you can use that when you're outside of Dynamax and has the chance to paralyze Pokemon, which can slow them down, obviously, afterwards as well. You could replace that with Thunder Wave if you wanted to, if you want to slow down the Pokemon a little bit more reliably, because obviously Body Slam only has a percentage chance of paralyzing the Pokemon. So, and as well, you'll take hits with this thing, but hopefully when you're out of Dynamax, you'll be able to use that Drain Punch. If you're at +1 or +2, that's going to hit really hard on a lot of different Pokemon. It's going to give you that a lot of your health back, essentially. So that can really help, but you do get locked into that move. So if you don't want to go for the Choice Band, you could always go for something like Life Orb, or even Leftovers again as an alternative, or you go for like Red Card, any assortment of berries. There's lots of different options that you can run on Regigigas. If you're running this kind of variant, you could always go for an Assault Vest, which allows you to live more special attacks as well. So lots and lots of different ways that you could run this as a Dynamax set. EV's got max HP and max attack with an adamant nature, some more attack, less special attack, and 4 EVs in special defense. You could always run for the max attack, max speed variant as well if you wanted to, but that is entirely up to you. Anyways, that is all for today, so I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please do like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Anyways, I'm out of here, so it's been a good one, and I will see you soon.